Hello, my name is Shelby Pillow. Thank you so much for watching my video. Today I'm going to be discussing one of the most critical topics in education, which is teaching reading effectively to young learners. Reading is the foundation of academic success, and for students in kindergarten through third grade, it's especially vital to build this skill with a research-based structured approach. In this video, I'm going to discuss the importance of explicit reading instruction, the challenges of dyslexia, and the components of reading based on the science of reading. I'll also share practical strategies for teaching each component and discuss why a systematic sequential approach is essential, so let's dive in. So first I want to talk about the importance of explicit instruction. Explicit instruction is an essential element of effective reading instruction. It's an intentional teacher-driven approach that provides clear modeling, guided practice, and scaffolding. In kindergarten through third grade classrooms, this method ensures that students master foundational skills like phonemic awareness, phonics, fluency, vocabulary, and comprehension. By breaking down complex tasks into smaller, manageable steps, explicit instruction helps students not only learn, but also build confidence. Research shows that this approach benefits all learners, especially those with reading challenges, because it provides immediate feedback and structured opportunities for practice. It's all about making learning accessible, engaging, and effective. It is important for any educator and future educator to understand the effects that dyslexia has on reading success in their students. Dyslexia is a common disorder that affects as many as 1 in 5 children. It impacts a student's ability to recognize and manipulate sounds and language, making it extremely difficult to decode and spell new words. Students with dyslexia may reverse letters or struggle to sound out new words or rely heavily on memorizing instead of phonetic decoding. Not only does dyslexia impact academics, but it also impacts self-esteem and emotional well-being. When teachers misunderstand these struggles, it can lead to frustration and avoidance and negative self-talk. However, with targeted interventions like multisensory instruction, structured literacy programs, and accommodations, students with dyslexia can build up their confidence and overcome these challenges and thrive academically. Next, I want to quickly talk about the science of reading and Scarborough's reading rope. So the science of reading gives us a deep understanding of how children learn to read, and Scarborough's reading rope is a helpful framework for visualizing this process. Developed by Dr. Hollis Scarborough, the rope represents 2 key components of skilled reading: language comprehension and word recognition. Each strand, such as decoding, phonological awareness, vocabulary, and background knowledge, works together to create fluent, meaningful reading. Strengthening these strands systematically helps students progress from decoding individual words to fully understanding and engaging with text. The science of reading highlights 5 essential components that form the backbone of literacy instruction. So I'm going to list each component along with 2 teaching strategies that will help new teachers teach these to their future students. So the first one is phonemic awareness, which is the ability to recognize and manipulate sounds in spoken language. One strategy to teach this is Elkanin sound boxes. This strategy uses visual grids or sound boxes to help students isolate and manipulate phonemes, the smallest units of sound and word. For example, students push a marker into a box as they identify each sound in the word, such as cat. So they would do k, a, t to help sound out the word cat. The next activity that can help teach this is phoneme substitution activities. This is where students learn how phonemes work by replacing one sound in a word with another to create a new word. For instance, if they were using the word cat, they would swap the C with the B to form the word bat, and this shows how letters can change the word and alter the meaning of it. The second component of reading is called phonics. Phonics is the relationships between letters and sounds, and it is essential for decoding. One strategy to teach phonics is systematic phonic instruction. This is a planned logical sequence of lessons that teaches the relationships between letters and sounds, starting with simple patterns like consonants and short vowels, before progressing to more complex skills such as digraphs and vowel teams. The second strategy that can be used to teach phonics is called word building and manipulatives. This can help many students because it's more hands-on and involves using tools like magnetic letters or tiles to construct and rearrange words. This reinforces phonics skills by demonstrating how letter changes affect word formation. The third component of reading is called fluency. Fluency is reading with speed, accuracy, and expression. One strategy to teach fluency is echo reading. This is when the teacher reads a sentence or passage out loud with appropriate speed, accuracy, and expression, and students repeat it back, mimicking the teacher's fluency to build their own. Another strategy to teach this is called choral reading, which is a fun way to teach this because you can get a group of students and have them read text aloud together under the teacher's guidance, providing repeated practice in a supportive setting that builds confidence and fluency. The fourth component of reading is vocabulary, which helps students build their word bank and enhance their comprehension. One way to teach vocabulary is semantic mapping. This is when students can create a visual map that connects a target word to related words, synonyms, antonyms, and examples, which helps them explore the word's meanings and relationships in a deeper context. Another way to teach vocabulary is interactive read-alouds. During a read-aloud, the teacher pauses to introduce and explain challenging words using context clues and examples to help promote students' understanding and retention. Finally, the fifth component of reading is text comprehension, which is when a student understands and is able to interpret a text. One way to teach this is called think alouds. This is when a teacher will model the internal thought process as they read, showing students how to ask questions, make predictions, and draw inferences, which are key to understanding the text. The next strategy to teach text comprehension is using graphic organizers. These are visual tools like story maps, sequence charts, or even Venn diagrams can help students break down and organize information from a text, improving their ability to identify the main idea and important details. When all 5 components are taught together, these components ensure that students develop not only decoding skills, but also the ability to engage deeply with the text, which will ultimately help them throughout their entire academic career, of course. So teaching these components in a sequential, systematic way is critical for building a strong foundation for literacy. For example, phonemic awareness and phonics are essential for decoding, which directly impacts fluency. Without this foundation, students may struggle to read smoothly and with expression, making comprehension more difficult for them. Skipping steps or rushing through instruction can leave gaps that cause confusion and frustration as students try to encounter more complex texts. A well-designed scope and sequence ensures that skills are introduced progressively, revisited as needed, and mastered before moving on. This approach prepares students for the demands of fluent and meaningful reading. In conclusion, teaching reading is a journey that requires intentionality and structure. By using explicit instruction, addressing challenges like dyslexia, and following a systematic approach, we can help every student succeed. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this video helped any educator and future educator understand the importance of literacy and how to teach it effectively. Thank you. Bye!